Restart my game as we set up the new lobby. Now, there we go. We are in. Oh, we're the custom grid here. They've set the to match the race they just had, and I assume damage will definitely be on now. So, what can we expect in turn one this time, Thompson?
Utter carnage by the sound of things. If no damage was on last night. Well, to be fair, the front 5 to 10 got through relatively clean. I didn't really get to see the back end of the pack, but the front end was really good. It wasn't until maybe lap 2 or 3 there was instance where cars were coming together. But it should still be interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get going. Again, sorry. We had a delayed start to this stream anyway, and then say we were on lap 5, and then a bit of a admin error. Damage was set to off, which makes for an interesting race, but not the simulation races that we aim to provide here in Red Arrows Racing. If you just joined us now, it is Red Arrows Racing Monday Night League here from Austria. And again, this is not the season finale as previously planned. We do have 2 further races after this for the next 2 weeks. So, like a bad Steven Spielberg franchise, we're going to make them and keep racing and racing until we run out of ideas or tracks or game with the new one dropping tomorrow. So let us know in the chat if you are getting F1 22. I've seen a few streamers got early access today. Obviously the Champions Edition early access in the morning, and then the full game out on Friday. So for those just joining us on the second stream of the night, Thompson, do you want to give a brief overview of the Red Bull Ring here in Austria?
Yeah, just a very... Well, you've kind of threw me under the bus here. Nah, I'm only joking. It's a very quite short track, multiple DRS zones. I think there's 3 DRS zones in total. 10 turns, a lot of slow speed corners with like very tricky acceleration zones, so you can like very easily lose the rear end. Track limits are very difficult. It is just all round a difficult. It's not. It looks an easy track, but it's really been on the limits and keeping it clean.
Yeah, expecting a lot of 3-second penalties here and there for track limits over these 36 laps. And again, with those, we saw a gap on those medium tyres. Losing that traction coming out of those slow corners and losing positions there. So, all important, those good exits, as you mentioned in qualifying.
Mm-hmm. So it's really down to traction at that point. I think the gap was because you could just see that Ben was getting a much better traction out of the corner, and he was able to just get a better run at basically up to the next turn. And it was just the gap had no answer to it, basically because of the medium tyres at that. It will be like maybe 8 to 10 laps, do you know what I mean, before they start being better than the softs.
So in terms of those that are starting on softs, how many laps are they looking at? We expected 1-stop races here.
I would say so. You can do, it's a 36 lap race. You could do the first stint. If you're doing it on softs, we'll just do softs for example, for talking's sake. So first stint would, I would say, maybe 12 to 15 laps, and then mediums to the end from there.
And flip that for the mediums.
Yeah, vice versa.
So what we saw, I assume everyone has been told to stay on the same tyres. We saw Gat on the softs and Butler on the... Gat on the mediums, Butler on the mediums, and everyone else on the softs, which was surprising for those, like you say, strategy-wise, some of those outside the top 10.
Yeah, exactly. I would have definitely gambled it and took a lower strategy... a lesser compound, like medium or hards, just to maybe get me through a bit longer of a stint, because everyone else is going to box before me anyway. So if I just keep the battery there, I can maybe push towards the end of the stint and still get out the front.
Are the hards ever worth it round Austria?
Not unless it's a lap 1 instant, no. So if you lose a wing in lap 1, you may as well just stick them on, just so where it takes you.
To go to the end.
Yeah, or if you really feeling lucky, you could put it on the mediums and hope for a safety car for the softs at the end. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Lots of different strategy options.
Yeah.
So we're getting people
And
ready
then
and up here. So we assume we are about to go racing again. Again, apologies for the interruption in the broadcast and the false race we had for 5 laps. We did have some good racing, some cracking racing, especially at the front, like you mentioned. There's lots of clean racing, but with damage off, it does treat it a bit unfair further down the grid.
yeah, exactly. Because once they start to fall back, there's not really any hope for them in terms of damage being off. Someone in front has an accident.
Surprised we didn't pick that up in qualifying because there's quite a few gap, especially with that massive crash. We thought we should have probably picked it up there.
Yeah. See, I think you'll have the same situation similar in the race. He's going to push it too much there at one point.
Curbs are a no-no round here.
Yeah.
Unlucky for our championship leader Jay. He started P11 and was up to P8, I believe, when the red flag came out, metaphorically.
Yeah. If you can do it once, you can do it again.
Absolutely. Or maybe he took out several people and kept his front wing, and that's why he progressed, and we just missed that. He just full on sent it. It was like me go-karting on Saturday, just full send it into my own son. It was his own fault. It was his own fault. He'd already spun.
Deserved.
Yeah. I got my fastest lap. I was happy.
I've never actually done. I've not done karting since I was a child. Actually.
I would say my inner Lewis came out because when I got out, my back hurt, my hands hurt.
Bought all my tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on the radio. No one was responding to me. It was unbelievable.
It's unacceptable.
So, yeah.
Should have open line of communication at all times.
Well, I will say the youngest of the boys that was racing with us was the Fernando Alonso around Hungary specialist, slap bang in the middle of the track.
Jeez.
So getting around him was an adventure, but he was loving life, so it was good fun and
yeah.
All fun and games. But I don't think it will be my career choice at present, unfortunately.
You never know.
Because I'm just too. I'll wait for Alonso to start the Veterans League and then I may qualify.
Yeah. 5 seconds till we get going then.
Here we go. Let's have a
formation lap. Yes, no.
Yes, 1 red light. We do have a formation lap, so let's
good.
set up this all again.
Yeah.
We've got gaps to each other. We'll go tyres. Everyone has behaved and is on the same tyres. That's good to see.
Good.
And we've got the full track, and everyone's got away on the formation lap this time, so we're already doing better than last time. So, strategy there: lap 11 to 17, lap 15 to 17 on the 1 stop, or people can do a 2 stop, soft, medium, or soft, medium, soft. So you're looking about, like you say, about 15 laps maximum on these soft tyres.
Yeah.
But again, a few of these people did do multiple flying laps on those softs because they validated those first laps. So is that going to do much difference?
No, I think they've all been reset to fresh softs.
Of course, we are a new session. My apologies, I'm caught up in the moment from qualifying there. So Gat's got his fresh mediums now as well. So
yeah, something to play for. Well, everyone's got fresh tyres, so it isn't an advantage to anyone really.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say so. But, do you know what I mean? They're all on the same playing field right now.
Yeah, good pace here on the formation lap. They're ready to get going here. I think they're all in race mode already, and they're just like, let's get this going again.
Let's just see if Gat can replicate what he done in the other race and take it in turn 1.
Fantastic start. He got off the line. He is just backing it up a bit, letting Lano get to the grid first. Okay, at this stage, I don't think tyre temperature will have much difference for a few seconds more.
No.
Like you say, those softs are going to have those better traction, but here it sometimes baffles me because obviously with the front row being P1 on the outside, you can kind of squeeze on that inside, can't you?
Yeah,
It
exactly.
gives a worse run up turn 2 and 3, but when I say trap position, you can just sort of block off in turn 3, can't you? Whereas turn 1, you
Yeah,
can kind of send it.
yeah, exactly. I would agree.
So we got the green flags waving and the lighting up again as we go for the second session. It's lights out and away we go. And Lano, a terrible start there. I think Gat's got him again. There's people at the back. Oh, we've had a massive crash. That is Super Calgon. He got clipped on the inside there.
He's collected another card as well. Looks like it's Casper, unfortunately.
Casper's still running though. We've got absolute disaster. Safety car is deployed. This is what we predicted would happen the first time. So the race is neutralised.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we have lost Super Calgon. He got clipped on his outside there and just sent into the barrier.
Yeah, there's a
Nothing he could do there.
up now. It says predicted strategies 15 to 17 laps on the softs and then mediums till the end.
Does anyone gamble here?
No, wouldn't say so. Well, no, you're going to lose so much track position unless you're at the back. Then if you got to lose, you know what I
mean? I'm looking at sort of a Hendy or a Liam possibly going to stick in the hards on.
Oh, mediums. I wouldn't put the hards on. Well, has Liam lost the wings?
He's not lost a wing, but he's definitely lost track position there.
Yeah.
Whether he just got caught up, I suspect. Let's see who does dive in. Could you take the hards to the end from here?
You possibly could, yeah. I would say so, but you're going to be screaming on those at the end, to be honest.
Let's see who's diving in. Oh, we've got a Ferrari without a front wing, orange without a front wing, and everyone else. We've got a Haas Casper, obviously, got caught up in that as well. He's coming in. Everyone else, a few further down. Butler is pitting. He's changed his front wing and serving a penalty.
They've got nothing to lose by doing that, really, because they're all in the same position.
So Butler is going on to the hards, I think there was that. No, he's gone fresh softs. It was the lighting.
Interesting. Well, yeah, true, that could be a good strategy, because you just reset yourself back to everyone else, because you'll be back in the pack.
So Casper switched to mediums. So the safety car will allow them to catch back up. So I suspect we'll have the safety car for another lap. In terms of the restart here, what do? Do you just floor it coming out of the final corner, try and get traction earlier than the car behind?
Yeah, just make sure you get a good run up to turn 1. Really, it's going to be quite hard to keep the cars behind you, especially with the long run up to turn 2 and 3. It's going to be difficult. It's really dependent on a great safety car restart. You need at least a second to 2 seconds. Very hard to do.
Luckily, it seems that everyone's behaving behind the safety car. So easy to run to the back of someone in these online lobbies with people doing brake tests, trying to keep their tyres warm. So easy. It amazes me how closely people follow behind the safety car on the racing line. As Ben is right behind Gat here.
Yeah. It's still a bit, well, yeah. You're playing with it there a little bit. If you lose your wing, then it would be your own fault.
Yeah. Interesting to see. I think it may have been Az that clips Calgon on the inside there. Unfortunately, but we'll see. I'm guessing it'll be an incident logged by Super Calgon, but
yeah.
Again, disappointing end to his race there, especially as we waited for him, which was part of the reason we were late. But yeah, Super Calgon obviously P2 in the standings, but Ben now definitely looking to overtake Super Calgon in the standings as he's P3 at the minute, and obviously close that gap to Jays, who's P8 at the minute. He's done it again. He's up to P8 as we said last time. Yeah. But yeah, he's 24 points ahead of Ben at the minute. Chrissy dropping down there to go off track. Yeah. Safety car is in this lap though, so as we suspected, it is in this lap. So we are set to go racing again now. Lano starts to slow the field down. Again, Gat's got to be worried here being on those mediums, surely.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the soft runners behind them I would be worried anyway. You're going to have to concede here. You're going to.
I'm about to say, is it stay safe, lose positions to make him back up later?
Yeah.
Because Gat's got the pace. We know on the mediums he's up there, but again, for the first few laps, he's not going to be on pace, is he?
No. He'll get there though, especially towards the end of the race. So Lano's jumped.
As has dropped down Ben there. Lano's gone. He's
Lano?
gone early
Yeah,
here. But again, he's thinking he's got the medium tyre guy behind him at present. So Ben is massively under pressure. Gat is under pressure from Ben here. Chrissy right behind as well. Make it around the first corner nice and clean at the start there. And Ben's got a massive run on Gat here. He's going to send it down the outside. He's going around the outside. Gat covering down the inside well. Ben going to do the cutback. Great traction out of that corner by Ben here. Gat manages to keep ahead though.
Oh, Casper's been turned around at the rear end. There's a bit of collision now.
Yeah, Orange facing the wrong way as well. And now, disaster for both of them.
And he's gone wide, yeah.
So Lano, fantastic start. Gat holding his own there. I say, it couldn't have really gone much better for Gat, but Lano obviously building up that clean air on those softs. So it's working out perfect for the front two, I'd say. It's as good as it could be for the front two.
I think Gat's tyres are starting to come to life though. 4 laps in now on the compound, so they should really be better at this point.
Do you think Ben's disappointed he didn't get Gat on the restart there?
Possibly, but the DRS is about to open, so you get every opportunity.
Yeah,
coming right
no
up.
DRS for 2 laps after a safety car, so at the end of this lap, DRS will be enabled again. So he's about half second, so Gat possibly he's going to be in that DRS zone, that little train again, all the way down to Hyder is going to be in play.
Ben really wants to overtake Gat. Just watching on board right now. He's just looking for it.
That's what we're watching as well. But Gat holding his own. This is where he lost it in qualifying. Keeps it on and adds a bit wide there. Yeah, these 5 runners all very close together, and then a bit of a gap down to Hugs, who's got Jay right behind him as well. We're going to stay on board at the front runners here for the time being, though, because Hendy with 3 seconds, that's going to be a track limit violation, multiple violations. DRS is now enabled. So, Gat closing in on Lando, though. He's only 6 seconds behind. So he's gained in there. So he's going to have the DRS. So this is going to be a massive train from 1st to 6th.
If Gat's clever, he will not overtake him here. He'll do it into turn 5 and 6.
Ben all over the back of Gat, looking down the inside here. Ben's going for it. He's got it. Fantastic traction. And Ben's probably going to give Lano a run down here. No, Lano's getting away because these two scrapping. Gat's got the outside. Ben holding the inside line. He's going to be able to break later on them softs. So close. Good, clean racing, though. But Ben does make that position count. Az now having a sniff around the back of Gat. And decides better of it there, but Gat's coming back at Ben. He's very, very quick through these 3 corners here, Gat, isn't he?
Yeah.
Getting a lot of confidence.
I think he just showed that in quality that he's willing to take the limits to the extreme. Just when will they bite back, really? Because one of these cubs is not going to, he's not going to like it very much.
Jay has got ahead of Hugs now, and so he is now 4 seconds behind this leading pack and chasing them down. And there we go. Here come the penalties. As track limits, Hyder track limits. Penalties going to be a massive part of this end result, we can imagine. Ben looking down the inside again. Collision there. Lano not yielding.
They were just side by side. I was watching it from Gat's view there. They were literally 4 wheels together. That was quite incredible.
And Gat having a look at this now because Lano protects the inside. Ben looking down the outside, but he leaves himself open on the inside for Gat. Ben through. Lano went deep.
Incredible racing, honestly.
Ben takes the lead of this. Gat is now looking. I think we have a retiree in the pit there for Orange Boom on his debut. Incredible pace. These are still dropping J. All these racing so close, and they're still dropping J because of that DRS train they're getting.
Yeah. It's just Lano's battery is very concerning.
He's drained it to try and keep it here, but he is staying in touch with Ben. It's so close through there.
Yeah.
Gat now all over the back. He's going to have the DRS up until turn 3 here. Az was looking down the inside of Gat, so Gat's bailed out on the move on Lano here. Ooh, Lano going deep and forcing Gat wide there. Lano is losing his tyres here massively. Gat again having to bail out a move, which
Safety
brings
car deployed?
Az. What have we got here? We have lost Hugs. And Hendy is in the pits, changing his front wing as Butler. So we've lost Hugs at some stage around there. So the safety car is deployed again, and we'll reset again. But now, does strategy come into play?
Really, you could. I don't know, man. I wouldn't do it.
Would you have wanted another 2 or 3 laps?
I'd jump into mediums right now and come out, and then I'd hope for another safety car.
Ben is pitting.
Yeah.
Ben's pitting. Lano's pitting.
At the end of the race, Ben can be on softs the same as Gat. So
again, if everyone pits,
is then neutralised basically.
If everyone else pits, again, you don't lose many positions, do you? Ben's already coming out of the pits. He's into the pits now. Sticks those mediums on. And he's going to come out in... Let's have a look. There goes Pinto. There goes John. Is John going to get ahead of him? He is. So Ben's going to come out P5.
Yeah, that's quite good. Considering. I just get fresher tyres. Yeah. Good job. Good call, I'd say.
Yeah. Ideally, another 2 or 3 laps he would have wanted.
Yeah.
And then been able to do that. We've lost Hyder as well. Not sure what happened there.
Wasn't a pit lane retirement. I don't know what happened. Didn't see anything.
Let's see what the race director says there. So, what we had there, K-Mag's been in the pit lane, got a penalty. Hyder terminal damage, not saying where though. So yeah, Hugs, terminal damage. That's the reason the safety car is back out. So what's the reckoning for the soft runners that have stayed out? Just stick to their strategy no matter what?
Yeah, I think they're just going to stick to it now. Looks like. It's good that Ben's made the judgment call to go to the mediums at this point, because Gat is now going to be losing time to Ben. Mm-hmm. Possibly through traction.
So I'm guessing Gat is just hoping that those behind him hold Ben up enough.
Yeah.
But
enough
we've seen
to get out of the DRS. Yeah.
We've seen with Ben, he's willing to put it all on the line up into turn 3. He's been up the inside of several cars already.
It looks like Hugs is requesting to join us. Just drop me a message. I think.
I'm informed that Hyder binned it in the pit lane. That's what we thought. So it is quite a tight pit lane with you, because it is a really fast corner that you go into it with. So it is easy to make a late call and then get caught in that wall. So yeah, unfortunately, safety car to be in this lap. Looking at the field now. So Gat, I'm guessing Gat will put his foot down quite early here against Calvert.
Oh, that's close. Jennifer went right at the back of Ben Smith.
Safety car is in this lap. Again, Jenneth, several spins already this race on old soft, so is Ben possibly a bit wary of that?
Yeah, the same guy nearly just drove into the back of Ben 2 seconds ago, so under the safety car.
Yeah, so Gat now is going to back the field up and get his temperature back into his tyres. Again, his tyres will be in good nick now, but obviously not compared to fresh softs or mediums. But in terms of Gat, he's going to still feeling, because track position's huge here. So, although Ben has neutralised that, Ben does have to pit again.
Yeah, the only thing is, if Gap pulls that much of a gap, they won't be getting DRS. You know what I mean?
He's gone early, and he's dropped Calvert, and Ben is getting massively held up here. Ben is broke away from Jenneth, luckily. He's already looking down the inside of John. John holds position really well, though, and Gat already nearly a second ahead. Gat's gone.
John's away. Oh, it's
John spun it.
John. Yeah, it's out.
So Ben,
The wall.
he isn't retired as such yet. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So one obstacle down for Ben. He's now on the back of Pinto on those old softs. Gap 1.3 seconds ahead already. So he's nearly 2 seconds ahead. He's over 2 seconds ahead of Ben already. And Ben up the inside of Pinto. Pinto's going to have the inside line coming into this, though, but Ben's going to be later on the brakes, around the outside. Fantastic. Brave. He's going to be squeezed, though, Pinto here. Whoa, again, it's still not done.
Racing.
Fantastic. Oh, they come together behind him there.
It's going to go 3 wide. Oh, no.
Lano's looking down the inside of Pinto as well. Lano jumps ahead of Pinto. Chrissy jumps ahead of Pinto. Pinto thinking better of it there. But Chrissy all over the back of Lano now. Whew. Heart in mouth action there.
Yeah. Oh,
who spun that? That's Calvert. He's kept it going, but he's spun it coming out of turn 1. These soft tyres now possibly going off a bit.
Starting to go.
Ben is already ahead of... Oh, it's because Calvert spun. So Ben is up to P2 now, 2.6 behind Gap. Lano further second behind.
All Ben needs to do now is close the gap, stay with Gap, and box when he does. That is it. Box to softs, and he's got a chance.
So that pit stop, basically, like you say, neutralised, worked out fine for Ben. He lost 1 lap and he's back as you were. What have we got there? There's a lot of cars on track there. Jenith Asdog seems to be further back. Jenith, Butler and Calvert seem to have had a moment there. Jay's up to P7 now, and he is on those fresh mediums, so he's got 3 cars ahead of him, all on older tyres. So he's all over the back of Casper now. DRS is enabled.
Lano boxes.
Who's that? Lano's boxing.
Yeah,
is he? Strange. I'm guessing he's got to be damaged there, surely, at this stage.
Yeah. Ben is closing that gap.
He's nearly a second faster on that lap. Jay just looking at Casper and Pinto here. Pinto yielding the position to Casper quite easy here. So Jay, I was going to say, is he going to wait for the DRS? Oh, no, he is not up the inside into turn 3. Jay makes it stick. Fantastic move. Pinto really struggling on those old soft tyres now. So Jay up to P5, Casper P4, Chrissy P3 now. And then Ben P2 behind. Gats stabilised the gap on this lap so far.
Maybe Ben used a lot of deployment last lap to try and close it. In fact, no, Gats
he is down. Gats got 80%. Ben is down to 20% battery, so possibly just trying to make the track position, get ahead of those others as quick as possible. Jay all over the back of Casper here. He's going around the outside. Casper on those older mediums, and Casper makes. He went across the pit lane. Jay around the outside. Jay up into P4 quite comfortably there.
Yeah, it was a great move from Jay. Well executed.
Butler all over the back of Calvert now on those old softs, and he's obviously had a spin last lap as well. So Butler now expects to get the job done. DRS down the main straight. Calvert protects the inside. Butler goes down the outside. That's going to be track limit violation. He's not on his first warning, luckily, so no penalty as such. Up the hill with the DRS, and that job is done. We've got Jenith spun there. Yeah,
it's back on track now. He's gone again.
So 1.1 now the gap. So Ben taking another half a second out of Gat's time in the last lap. And Jenith gets a penalty there for that. Casper trying to come back at Jay. Jay finding some pace on these mediums.
Yeah, he's doing quite well. So that's it. Jay's a man to watch. Well, I didn't say that, but it was always in the back of my mind. That's all I'm saying.
Pretty sure you said Ben and Gat. So you 2 for 2 at the minute at the front.
Keep my eye on for potential Division 1 members, that's all I'm saying.
What we've always said about Jay is there's a reason he's at the top of the standings, and that is because he manages to just always be in the points.
He's just consistent, isn't he? He's just a good driver.
But at the minute, Ben will be going into second place in the championship because Super Calgon, unfortunately, on our first corner, got tapped into the barrier, so he was out. So our second in the championship is out. So we expect Ben to take over that second position if he keeps it where he is or better. And then Jay will increase the overall lead, but have that deficit to Ben shortened with 2 more rounds to go.
I just hope Ben is going to see when Gap boxes. he kind of needs to go in with him. Because if he stays out in the mediums, Gat will catch him.
How big is the undercut on this track as well?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's massive, but it's doable. I wouldn't say there's much of an overcut, if I'm not mistaken.
So what are we expecting, Gat, in another 5 or 6 laps, possibly?
23, I'd say. Lap 22, 23, yeah.
Pinto's dived into the pit, so those softs lasted 15 laps for him. As he does his stop.
Now.
He is. He's got the DRS down his back straight. Gat's not going too defensive. He's not worried about him at this stage. Ben, so much later on the brakes on those softer tires, those fresher tires, sorry. He's got great exit there as well. Look at this. Beautiful camera angles on this game. Sometimes you have to just watch and admire. Liam, track limits, another penalty. So, Ben, 3 tenths behind him coming into the penultimate 2 corners. He's going to have the DRS coming out of this one. What's Gat's exit going to be like? Not as good as Ben's. So is Ben going to have a look at him on turn 1 here?
I would hope so.
No. Settled in here. Going to have the DRS up the hill though and across the back straight. Does he just wait for the back straight here?
He's definitely he's got too much overspeed. He's going to overtake him either way.
He's going to go, yeah. He's going to go and comfortably be ahead before the corner here. Gat's going to have the DRS coming back at him though. Fantastic racing by both guys here. So Gat now with the DRS down the back straight. Not sure he's going to be able to get close enough. 4 tenths. You see him closing in, but no. Fantastic move, and Ben takes the lead. So now this puts the shoe on the other foot here because Ben can't pit when... Who have we lost here? We have Pinto into the pits with the yellow flag. Ben can't pit when Gat does because he won't know when Gat pits.
Yeah. He's gonna...
So is this one of them?
Oh no. Yeah, but Gat can easily take this position back. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be swapping positions here for a couple of laps. It looks like.
But if Gat plays this well here, can he just sit in the DRS, save his battery, sit in the DRS zone, not let Ben get away, and then Gat got a penalty. That's a big change there because I was about to say, could he just undercut him, pitting a lap earlier? Because these two are dropping Chrissy now, so it's possibly going to be a case of by the time the pit stops come, is it going to cost him any track position?
The people behind, I think, might go to the end on those tyres because they're only 8 laps old for them. Like, see beyond Chris, but Chrissy.
Jay is closing in Chrissy here. Not enough though. We've lost Jennifer spun it again. Looking at that. Yep, he's in the gravel. Please don't come back out when you've got behind you here. Chrissy and Jay. There's the race leaders that come out. He's come out in front of as well.
Yeah.
Blue flags waving. He is getting blue flagged. He's not got out, but Ben's going to get the DRS off him here. Hopefully gets out of the way now. He's not got off the race line. Come on.
Oh,
He's holding Ben up massively now.
Ben just needs to show patience here. Oh,
there he gets out of the way now. Just about. Oh, poor racing there. And he's nearly come back out in front of Gat there.
Yeah.
He stayed around the outside. Oh, he's touched Gat.
Oh. He just touched. He's a back marker. He shouldn't be doing that.
Hopefully no damage to Gat there. But it's cost him time. It's cost him significant time there. And the 3 seconds as well. It's kind of somewhat ruined the race there for Gat. Has that just handed Ben the race? Could
have potentially, yeah. Just a bit of contact with the right rear tyre there from Jenneth. I don't know why he thought. There was no move. There was basically no move there at all. You know what I mean?
Especially, well, you've got no right of a move as a back marker, really, have you? So
yeah.
And we have lost Chrissy, I believe. Chrissy has spun it. So Jay's up into P3 now. Chrissy spun it. Has Chrissy got any damage? He's maintained P4. He's got Butler all over the back of him now. But Chrissy, no, he's not having to pit. Oh, Butler's lost it! Into the pit wall. Oh, it manages to avoid the wall. Unbelievable save there by Butler.
He's going to drive on the track. Oh god, careful.
He's got Asdod coming behind him. He lets him through sensibly.
Yeah, that's good. Well done.
Lano coming off the back of him now. Surely he's got to let him through here. Yeah, Lano over speed takes it as well.
Jeneth has spun again. Turn 4.
I think there may be a driver vote after this with Jeneth. He was very much the same last week. I got quite dizzy watching him at one stage, but yeah. Calvert with a penalty. Casper with a penalty. Again, we said this track limit's so easy to exceed here. And you do it 3 times, you're 3 seconds down. So strategy now. Let Gap pit, and Ben just pits a lap later with the penalty. 1.8 gap. It's Ben's to lose now, surely.
Ben has to know that Gap's on old tyres. Do you know what I mean? So he's either going to take the risk, go at the end, or he's going to just box for softs at some point in the next couple of laps. Which I would try. Thing is, if you box for softs now, you're going to come out, what, 5th? 6th, possibly?
Yeah, I would suspect he'd come out around Az and Lano. You'd want to get in front of that cluster of Lano and Butler, I suspect. But he's maintaining speed with Ben.
Yeah.
Again, Ben now needs to go. Gat is using that battery now.
If he boxes, he's going to lose track position, but he'll have a softer compound. So.
But those 3 seconds are going to be a massive cost if Ben doesn't have any penalties by the end of this race. Again, it's such a hard track to stay track limits for 36 laps.
No, yeah, 100%.
As you can see with the penalties. In chat there, Hendy is on 18 seconds of penalties, apparently. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Az is on 6 seconds. Calvert on 8. Jeneth on 6. Hendy, 18 seconds of penalties. And Jeneth is coming into the pits.
I think Hugs is DM'd. He wants to join us here. I don't have him, so I don't have him, so I'm saying, yeah. Just noticed.
To get his PSN if you want, and then just add him. Do it that way, so we're not leaving the track on this stream.
Yeah, there you go. I'll get it.
Butler all over the back of Lano now, so he is coming back from that spin. Butler, he's going to have the DRS down the back. Lano losing the back end a little bit. And K-Mag, Mr. Consistent, he's now got penalties as well. The whole field now, nobody on the softs. Gap pits. So now we keep an eye on Butler and Az and see where he comes out. So Jay goes through. We have a yellow flag there. Butler has spun it again. So that's going to be one position Gat saves. Now this was safety car. Would this be ideal for Gat now?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not. Butler has kept it out. He's keeping it off track. So Gat comes out in P4. Comfortably in P4 as well. And Butler does dive into the pits. Hendy with another 3 seconds, so that's going to be 21 seconds. So he's nearing disqualification limits now.
So Gat's in the box. He's changed his tiles.
Yep, so Gat P4 now. Got a bit of clean air to the catches Chrissy.
Get the head down and see what you can make up.
So Ben stays out.
Okay, interesting.
Is Ben thinking he can take these to the end, or does he know he can't?
I think, why not? Look at the gap you've got at the minute. It's a chance of them catching you.
Butler coming out in front of Ben here. I'm pretty sure he's not going to get team orders from Gat here, and he will get out of the way when he gets blue flagged. But he's run out of tyres, so he's had to put scrubbed mediums back on now. Jay is on fresh softs now. He's coming into the pits. So Gat back up to P2. So nice, easy overtake there, because Chrissy is in as well. So, all neutralised there a bit for Gat. Perfect time for him. He's had to do an overtaking and he's back where he was, albeit 18 seconds behind. 21 with the penalties behind race leader.
That's an ask, innit? That's the 12 laps left, so we need to take quite a lot of time off him to get it. Plus the 3-second penalty, if Ben just stays out, he should be okay. At least I would say so.
Ben's in. Ben is pitting.
Ben's in. Okay, so
So
Ben's
Gat-
noticed that he's...
Will Gat overtake him here? He will, won't he?
Yeah, but he's got the 3 seconds, so...
Yeah. Softs on for Ben. Gat coming around the final corner now. Ben leaves his box. It's going to be close. Gat with the fastest lap. He's head down now. These McLarens need to get out of the way here.
They're coming outside by... Oh, he's ahead.
They are. Ben. Gat right behind Ben here. He's got the DRS coming out. No, he hasn't. I thought he had the DRS on the back markers there in front of them. Pinto and K-Mag, I suggest get out of this way because we're going to have a battle here now. Fresh softs galore. Can Gat get ahead and can Gat build up 3 seconds that he needs? Unless Ben gets penalty. We don't know how many warnings Ben's on for track limits. It could all change with one track limit.
Ben is on 1 warning at the minute.
One. Az is retired. Let's see. Can we see what's happened there? I think that'd be a
Safety car.
Oh, I think that'd be a pit lane as well with Az. No, it's turn 1. It's going into turn 1 by the looks of it, which is highly unusual.
Hello there.
Hi, Hugs,
It's right in the middle
welcome.
of the track.
So I did what I said I'd do. I did a Kimi Räikkönen.
He's gone. He was on the outside of the track there, but he's gone now. It's cleared up, but the safety car is back out. So this makes it interesting. Gat's pitted.
That's in. Why? Okay.
Now let's have a quick look here at the racetrack too. Was his damage there? Surely he has damage. The only reason he would, surely. No. Now he's only lost out to Jay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that I spoke a few times. I had no reply. I was like, can you
Sorry. We're in the midst of racing
Chaos.
and wondering what happens because obviously Ben now leads behind the safety car, but Jay has got the 2 McLarens in between him here.
What I don't understand about Gat's decision is Ben's on zero that old softs, like no softs basically, and he's just done the same.
Gat
Why
was
is it
only
that?
on Gat was only on 2 laps with those softs.
Yeah, it's a bit maybe he realised that he would only lose 1 position and it wasn't that much of a price to pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Get equal on tyres.
Yeah, but it's a penalty. They're not equal on penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you say, Ben's only got 1 warning, so he's got another 3 warning. Jay has shown great, but Gas. I thought he was coming in
Jay's
again
on 2
then.
warnings, so he only needs 1 more, and he gets a 3 second as well.
But the 2 McLaren. Oh, McLaren's 1 has pitted, so there's only 1 McLaren in between them now.
And that was
Hopefully,
K-Mag.
hopefully Pinto just gets out of the way on the restart here. So, Hugs, what happened with your race?
I can remember where it happened is I got tapped by someone going in, and then I think it was Calvert going into where Ben and that are going now, and they spammed me onto the grass onto the right hand side. And
Right.
as I got round to headed up through sector 3 just to start, my tyres weren't there and I just span into the wall.
Unlucky. Did you see what happened with Super Calgon at the start? Who we got tapped by?
Which was this on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't actually, because I started from the back.
Okay. So we're down to 13 drivers. And we're just waiting for... I think that's Hendy at the back to catch up. So safety car could be in this lap. It could be late. It is in this lap. Someone's like, I know what I'm doing. So, Ben, now.
Yeah.
Does Ben go early here? Because Pinto's the car behind him.
You should. I would just.
Back it up right now. Get the safety car in.
Yeah, and just go.
And
because
just go.
Pano's not going to be able to keep up.
Yeah, plus Ben as well, he's a master for this. Got
Ben,
really
if you're
smart.
watching, send it.
Ben,
Yeah,
again,
Ben's a master.
Pinto on old mediums as well. The car
No, he's going
behind.
to hold everyone up. It's going to be.
Well, he has to. The safety car's
go
in now, so he can go now. And he does. There we go.
Oh my goodness! Look at that gap already.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a master for this.
Pinto not going out of the way. Gat all over the back of Jay here. He's got a great run. Pinto now gets out of the way, although he sends him offline to get past him. Is Gat going to send down the inside of Jay? Oh, he just about gets away with it. Chrissy on the mediums giving it a bit of a go as well, but Lando up the inside of Chrissy, so Lando's ahead of Chrissy now up into P4. Gat looking down the inside of Jay, late breaking in. Gat, fantastic. Jay's going to come back at him though. No, Gat gets the traction. No DRS after a safety car, and now Gat head down. 2 seconds. Ben has already pulled out though. 5 with the penalties, and Gat has got to pray. He's got a miracle there with the safety car, and now he's got to produce another one to catch him and overtake him.
What a restart. What a restart. That was eventful.
That was beautiful.
Ben got exactly what he needed, I think, to win this race. If he doesn't win it now, I'd be very surprised.
Lano trying to come back at Jay here. Chrissy on the mediums having really good pace here. He's closing up on Lano. But Jay, we say it time and time again, Mr. Consistent. He's on the podium now.
Yep. And all he has to do is stay within range of Gat, and he gets that second place as well.
Yep, if Gat doesn't put 3 seconds up to Jay, Jay is on those 2 warnings. Yeah. 1.6 the gap, so he's out the DRS at the end of this lap. When DRS is activated, Gat is out of that, as is Jay behind Gat. But Lano and Chrissy right behind Jay. They don't. Chrissy, is there any contact there in the back of Lano? No, he gets away with it. Chrissy, great pace here, but he is sort of stuck up behind Lano, who's getting that pull from Jay. Got yellow flag. Both McLarens having a bit of a party of their own there in the back.
I don't know if you see this as well, but Jennifer has a drive-through penalty.
We're not looked at the penalties. Lano's got ahead of Jay there. Pinto with the 3-second penalty.
Hendy's on his last warning.
Jenneth is. I think Jenneth is a sore topic to talk about after the incident we got earlier in. So a drive-through penalty, the least of his concerns at the minute, I think. 1.4 now, so DRS is enabled.
I was just in that party and Gat was raging all over about Jenneth.
It was a ill-advised move, let's put it that way. Jenneth is in the pits, so he's doing that drive-through. Oh, it's Chrissy! He's managed to keep it out of the wall. Fantastic save, but he lost it out of turn 1 there. Whoa, I don't think I've ever seen anyone spin it there and keep it out of the wall.
Based on your reaction, it must have been impressive.
I've just never seen anyone flick it back to the left when they've spun it to the right like that. Jay now closing on the back of Lano. The DRS is becoming an active partner now. Gat's so close to getting into the DRS of Ben as well. Just over a second separates them. They're both using the battery. They both go for broke here. 6 laps to go. Jenneth spun at the back again. He is in the DRS zone. Race on at the front. They've dropped Lano now. This is a battle for these two. And Gat is 3 seconds ahead of Jay now. So Gat is second on track, second on the standings, and is hunting down Ben. Thompson, what's your view on this now?
It's going to just be a battle to the end, to be honest. It's whether or not, if he gets past him, it's going to be whether or not he can pull out 3 seconds when he gets past him.
Can he break that train? Can he break that DRS? Goes around the inside, thought about it there. Cut back though. Ben's gone deep.
Ben's done well to hold him up.
Holds it very well there.
The 2 of these guys have been on top from the start, though, so just consistent.
They have been the best 2 by far on track today. And we are blessed to see this racing, this clean, fantastic racing that has been from lap 1. As he closes into the back of him now with the DRS. Ben empties his battery there to stay ahead. He's emptying it again going up the hill because Gat's got the DRS now. Again, can Gat get past and then break that DRS? 1 second. He's going around the outside here. Gat! Who's got a better traction with the DRS? He's going to be ahead of him here. Gat ahead. Although Ben's coming back at him. He tucks in behind him. So Gat P1, but those 3 seconds now.
Just has to stay with him.
Just stay in the DRS, and this is still Ben's.
You don't even need to overtake him. You don't even need to overtake him. Just stay in his DRS. Unless you want to win it on track, of course, but, you know.
Fantastic move around the outside there, though, by Gat. Great driving by both again, leaving room. Both on the limit. So around here, we will have 4 more laps left. And he's got to break that DRS and get another 2.5 seconds ahead. Jennifer, then another penalty.
I think Hendy now he's just driving carefully.
He's just had another 3-second penalty.
Yeah. This will be his last.
It's interesting because I hope Ben does just like disable the DRS or just tucks in behind Gat. Doesn't need to do too much.
He's draining that battery still. He is head down race mode at the minute, but he isn't going to send it there.
Should be using your battery not in the DRS zones. Should be using the DRS zones to recharge it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, the only straights they have, every straight on this track does have a DRS.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. So just staying within range is, for Ben, it's his way to win without overtaking him.
Yeah. Jay with a penalty.
So Ben is now the only man without a penalty.
Yep, and Jay's just lost his P3 on track there. Liam with 6 seconds, but Lano only has 3 as well. So now Jay's going to have to get past Lano on track to get back on that podium. Let's have a look. We've got a bit of DRS train building up behind Lano here. Chris with a penalty. So Jay is half a second down. Just going to go back though because Ben closed up there on that corner. But again,
Ben is doing well.
I think
he's doing well to maintain the distance here. He's not going for it. Look, see if you watch, he just gets close enough and he just stops.
Again, building up a second. These two have been so similar. To go a second quicker than anyone on one lap to break that DRS train, it's going to be nigh impossible, isn't it? But Liam is now, Hugs. Jay is down to P5 because Liam has jumped up. Jay's going to come back at him here, but again, Liam does have the 6 seconds, so Jay technically still ahead of him, but I think he may have just given Lano a bit of breathing space. Ben!
Oh,
whoa,
no!
Massive! And he's gone wide there as well on the final corner.
He's going to have to go for it in the final lap.
Now we've got a race, 2 laps to go, and Ben has got the same penalty as Gat, and now we have a race with the DRS.
He's going to have to fight him.
We're on the Spielberg track and we've got a Spielberg movie twist here right at the end. We thought Ben just had it. We've got a Aston spun there, so that'd be Butler that spun on turn 1.
I'm actually shocked by that. I did not see that coming. Really, I didn't. That's insane. Oh, Ben, I really want Ben to win now. Come on.
Neutral commentary here. Casper has also got ahead. Oh, Jay come back at Casper there though. That was a bit of a DRS tassel there. Jay's been dropped by Liam 1.5. We have a yellow flag. That is Hendy that spun there, I think. But we are going to stay at the front here because a final corner here. We have a 1 lap sprint here. Yep. 6/10 separates them. 3 DRS zones left. It's a fight to the finish, but Ben has drained that battery while he was behind Gat.
Not got enough.
They've both got no battery left, so it is flat DRS.
Oh, this is it.
Ben sending it. Here he goes. This is the chance.
This is it.
So close to leaving each other room, but Gat's got the better traction. Ben's got the DRS though. Gat goes defensive down the inside.
Go on, Ben, send it.
No, Ben's going down the inside. A late move there. Ben sends it down the inside. Gat trying to squeeze him. He comes back. Contact!
Oh! That was very Hamilton Albon-esque. Oh, I mean,
Oh, controversial finish here. Gat's trying to come back in, but I think Ben's got this wrapped up now. Half a second separates them. Thompson, your view on that?
I don't know. I was very reminiscent of the Austria incident with Hamilton, and I think it was Albon.
Jay spun.
Jay has spun. He's lost
Hamilton
position.
got a time penalty at that race, I'm pretty sure as well.
So Ben across the line as our winner. Gat comes P2. Mr. Consistent, we've been saying it the whole time. Chrissy spun it on the last corner here. So can Calvert nick a P6 here? He's back facing the right way, Chrissy. Calvert coming up behind him. Is he going to get him in time? He's not. P6 for Chrissy. Hendy is ahead of Jay, but I don't think it's going to matter with the penalties that Hendy's got here. So Jay was looking for a podium 2 laps ago, is now down to P8. So a big points haul there for Ben against Jay, closing in on it with 2 races to go after this. But for all the clean, fantastic racing there, that's going to be taken another look at, surely. It was Ben's corner going into it because he had the inside. He was ahead of him on track. But where was Gat supposed to go?
I know, that's the issue. That's the issue. That's what the admins have thought.
Because
I'm sure they'll get it looked at and dealt with.
Ben went very wide and very deep. But racing incident or... So Gat's got a 20-second for ignoring a yellow flag there and left the session.
That's
I think
Gat...
glitch. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a glitch, and I think Gat is not happy with the way he's just left the session there. I think we may be having some controversial meetings after this. So Ben Smith, fantastic racing, bar the last lap controversy there. Fantastic racing for both him and Gat from start to finish. The best 2 races on the day. So yeah, Thompson, your view on that race?
Honestly, it was. I said from the start it was either going to be Ben or Gat, and I'm glad it stayed true, to be honest. But at the end of the day, it was DRS on it, strategy, and a little shunt possibly.
Not me. But yeah, that
honestly,
penalty's
though, good race though from everyone all round.
Yep.
Enjoyed it thoroughly.
It's not true. It does show now that Gat's all the way.
It's the 20-second glitch that he's had at the end there.
Yeah.
That'll be taken off. But Hugs, commiserations on your last race.
Yeah.
Coming to an abrupt end, but thank you for joining the commentary. And I believe next week's commentary will be yourself, because I'm not here. So you will be commentating next week.
This will be even more of a surprise, but I'm not going to be here either.
We will try and sort out a commentator for next week, guys. But thank you for joining us. We are the Red Arrows Monday Night Racing League, and that has been your Austrian Spielberg race. And I think it was a bit of a blockbuster. So until next time, guys, take care.
See you in a bit, guys.
See you.